Shalom, family. This is your sister Abia, or Abaya, or Abia, as some called. I just wanted to share with the family, especially the daughters of Zion. Two of the daughters of Zion are from the precepts. Well, actually, it's four. Uh, the first one is from the book of Second Chronicles, chapter 34, and this talks about the prophetess Huldah. Huldah was a prophetess during the time of King Josiah, and in that time, the priest Hilkiah had found in the temple the Torah, the the Torah of Yah by Moses. And so when the scribe brought it forth to the king and read it before him, he rent his clothes and was very upset because of the words of the Torah and him realizing that Yah's wrath was going to be coming upon them because they had not kept the words of Yah and what was written in the scroll. So he sent the priests and the scribes and some other men to inquire of Huldah, the prophetess. She was also located in Jerusalem in a place of study, in a study school. And so he sent them to inquire of her, what does Yahweh say regarding this? And then Huldah brought forward what Yahweh had to say regarding the scroll and the words and what was going to happen to the remnants of Yashrael and Judah. Now, the other three uh, daughters of Zion that I would like to talk about are the daughters of Heman. And Heman was a Levite that was during the time of King David, when King David had officers of the service to set aside um, the daughters of Heman, and they're found in the book First Chronicles, chapter 25, and they were during this time. King David and the officers of service and the corps, they set aside the sons of Asaph, Haman, and and Jeduthun, who prophesied while using harps, lyres, and cymbals. And as in chapter 1, verse 1 says, they're numbered in accordance with the number of the workmen required for their service. Now, in verse 4 of chapter 25, First Chronicles, it lists all the sons of Heman, that he had 14 sons, but then it mentions that he had three daughters. And Haman, he actually, who was the seer, yet so Haman, um, Yah had given Haman 14 sons and three daughters, and all of them were under the auspices of their father for song in the temple and the house of Yah, with cymbals, lyres, and harps, for the service of the temple of the Most High, under the auspices of the king. So Haman taught all his sons and his daughters to play the harp, the cymbals, and the lyre for service in the temple. So they actually uh, uh, were in the temple singing songs and playing these instruments. And they did this even during the time, even when the Ark of Covenant was brought out, and during time of ceremony. So this is another story of where the daughters of Zion played an important role. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that forward to share with you, family, and to encourage all the daughters of Zion that Yah uses us in many different roles and many different um, positions and places. Yah is all supreme, all knowing, and He can do whatever he chooses and use whomever he chooses. And we as the daughters of Zion are no less diminished. Yah has a place for us as well. So I just wanted to encourage you all in that. Love you all, family.
All praises to the Most High. Thank you so much, Sister Avia. That was a great addition. And in conclusion, now you see how this all buzzed Garland Paul talking all that smack about us being quiet. And now you see all the JC followers, the camps and stuff who are still following JC. That's why they mistreat us, daughters of Zion. The majority of them have no respect. There's misogynism. Even Paul, he talks about, oh, you women, you should not be adorning your hair and with braided hair. Who had adorned hair and braids? Us. Yah gave it to us. When you look at, get me that precept, sis. I had it in this computer, got rid of that. Yeah, so that old ratchet fool, Paul, saying don't do these things when Yah gave that stuff to us. He took it away from us as a punishment, but he's restoring it back. He's restoring it. He never said not to wear it. And who has braided hair and adorning of hair is the sisters. Look at our braids, always some gold something in it. Our plaits, jewelry on our heads. So listen to this. We're going to conclude with this. To put that old, I want to call him so much names, but I'm going to keep it classy.
Isaiah chapter 3, verse 18 through 24. In that day, the Most High will snatch away their finery, the bangles and headbands and crescent necklaces,
Talking with the daughters of Zion.
the earrings and bracelets and veils, the headdresses and anklets and sashes, the perfume bottles and charms, the signet rings and nose rings, the fine robes and the capes and cloaks, the purses and mirrors, and the linen garment and tiaras and shawls. Instead of fragrance, there will be a stench. Instead of sash, a robe. Instead of well dressed hair, baldness. Instead of fine clothing, sackcloth. Instead of beauty, branding.
So sit down, Paul, boy, bye. Now that the daughters of Zion have been coming back, returning to Yah with all our hearts, honey, these edges is growing back. Hello. We extension went on the flower because all of this is a part of the curse. Once you start following these laws, your bald head gonna grow back. Hello. You're gonna get the sash and the tiara and the cape, which is known as a bias. Everything you see the Islamic sisters wearing, that came from Yasharal. We live in the Middle East. And actually in Egypt, they wanted to stop the female professors from covering their faces with the niqab. You know why? They said the government said, and it's was public news on the news online anywhere you can find it. They said this is originally Jew, how the women are dressing. Hello, the covering of the face, the veil, the niqab. Avaya and I, we have niqabs. If we feel like veiling our faces, we do. We wear the cape and the mantle, which is the abayas, the kaftans, all of that flowy camino type stuff. So I encourage you, sisters, we encourage you to just stand. Stand in your truth in Yah and let Yah use you. Don't let the opinions of men and what they try to pin on you deter you. Step into your own gifts, okay? And no one else's. Only you can do what Yah calls you to do. No one can do it like you. They can imitate it, but it's not the same. And daughters of Zion, I want to encourage you to continue to dress modest. We're a holy people and we set the trend. How you see the Islamic women dress, remember they got that from us. You can be stylish. You don't have to look like Sister Harriet Tubman back in the day, back in that time, big dresses, but that was classy and considered even, you know, gorgeous and what's one of those words is stunning back then. But I'm not saying you have to dress like from the 18 and 1700s. I love those fashions and I'll work them now, believe me, but be modest, okay? We set the trend for modesty, but be stylish with it because your sisters here, we're modest, but we're stylish. And the Islamic women be coming to us asking, hey, how you fix that turban? Where you got that outfit from? We were always the fashion trenders. So, Paul, goodbye. Bye, boy. Boy, bye. Love you, ladies. Bye, queens.